Today we are going to go ahead with the next bifunctional compound. So let us try to analyze it. When we are going to check for the preliminary test, we observe, look at the compound, students. You just look at the compound. It is going to be pale pink in color. It is going to be a solid compound. It is a solid compound. It is a solid compound and it is pale pink. Because it is pale pink, probably it must be resorcinol. It is going to be, probably it must be resorcinol. If we are going to check the order, come on students, you just check the order. If you check the order, it has got a phenolic order. So a phenolic compound may be present. Coming to the test for unsaturation, that is the Bayes test. Take a test tube and the compound. Compound, yes, that is sufficient. Add it. To this, you are going to add Bayes reagent, that is 5% sodium carbonate with potassium permanganate. That is, it is alkaline potassium permanganate. Yeah, this is alkaline potassium permanganate which contains 5% of sodium carbonate and KMnO4. What do we observe? We observe that there is this color, that is discharge of KMnO4. Because the color of potassium permanganate is discharged, it means it should be unsaturated, or it is going to have, it is quite a reactive compound. It is a reactive compound. So this is the test for Bayes reagent. Coming to the next test, that is ignition test. Ignition test, we go ahead to check for whether the given compound is aliphatic or aromatic. Let us take a given compound in a nickel spatula and ignite it to the Bunsen flame. When it is ignited to the Bunsen flame, we observe if it is aromatic, it has to burn with a sooty flame. So it is burning, you just observe it is burning with a sooty flame. Because it is burning with a sooty flame, it is aromatic in nature. The given compound has got a benzene ring in it and it is aromatic in nature. Next is checking for the solubility of the given compound. A small amount of the compound is taken in a test tube. A small amount of compound is taken in a test tube. Little amount of water is added to it. You are going to add water to it. Shake well. Shake well. Shake well. Divide this into 3 parts. Next, I am going to divide it into 3 parts. To one part, add saturated sodium bicarbonate. Saturated sodium bicarbonate. Saturated sodium bicarbonate. We do not get any effervescence. So water soluble compound or acidic compound is absent. Next is take another part. To the second part add ferric chloride. And just observe. Yeah, you are going to get a blue color. Because you are going to get a blue color, a phenolic compound is present. Because blue color, water soluble phenolic compound is present. To the next part. Okay. To the next part, add red litmus paper. Add madilla. To the next part, that is the third part, add red litmus paper and shake well. Pura paper and shake well. Add red litmus paper to another part and shake well. Red litmus is not turning to blue. Red litmus paper does not turn blue. So, it is going to be a water soluble compound but soluble, but it is basic compound is absent. Basic compound is absent. What did we observe is the given compound was soluble in water and it did not give a positive test with sodium bicarbonate, so acid is absent. It gave a violet color with neutral ferric chloride, so phenol is present, and it did not give red litmus paper, did not turn to blue, so basic group is absent. So the conclusion which we come from this is going to be the given compound must have carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. So this can be considered as having first group analysis, and in first group analysis we can check for acids and check for phenols. As acid is absent, we are going to go ahead to check the analysis for phenolic group, and in our syllabus the phenol which has been mentioned is going to be orthocresol, paracresol and resorcinol. Now let us go ahead to check which is the phenolic compound present. Come on, now take the given compound, add sodium hydroxide, shake it well. Shake it well. Yeah, it got dissolved. Next is take the given compound, add water. Take the given compound, add water. And neutral ferric chloride. Shake it and add neutral ferric chloride. Shake and add neutral ferric chloride. Add neutral ferric chloride. So you are going to get a bluish violet color. Because we are going to get a bluish violet color, the given phenol is resorcinol. The given phenol is resorcinol. Coming to the test for resorcinol, another test we can go ahead, that is phthalate fusion test. In phthalate fusion test, we are going to take the given compound, phthalic anhydride, take phthalic anhydride, 2 to 3 drops of concentrated sulfuric acid, 2 to 3 drops of concentrated sulfuric acid, You add it wood. Heat it. Heat it slowly, yeah, heat it. Cool. And add it to, cool. And add it to a test tube containing sodium hydroxide. And add it to a test tube containing sodium hydroxide. Now add it to a test tube containing sodium hydroxide. Yeah, enough. You are going to get a fluorescent green color. So you can see, after adding it to a test tube containing sodium hydroxide, you are going to get a fluorescent green color. So this confirms the presence of resorcinol. Okay. So with this we have completed another compound, that is resorcinol.